Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be making a It's So Good to Be Home sign with this board that you see right here. I'm going to make this board so that it's interchangeable throughout the seasons. So the O on home is going to be interchangeable throughout the seasons. I'm going to make it for Christmas in this video, so the O is going to be a Christmas tree. This is actually a shelf board that came from Home Depot. This shelf is usually with all of the closet stuff. It costs $13 and some change, so around $14 when it's all said and done. It is 12 inches by 72 inches, so it's 6 feet tall. I am actually upcycling this because I did use it as an actual shelf and I don't have a use for it anymore, so now it's going to be my home sign. So these are the letters we're going to be using. These letters came from Hobby Lobby. They each cost me $2.50, well, $2.49. You can, of course, use the 40% off coupon on them. They don't actually go on sale themselves because the sale is usually, I think it said anything above $10 or something like that goes 40% off. So these were not 40% off, but I was okay with that. I also got this tree. Like I said, this is going to be my O. It was $2.99 in the Christmas section, but all of Christmas is 50% off right now. So this is the stain that I'm going to be using. It is Minwax Special Walnut. This material is, I don't know what it's actually considered to be, like an MDF, I guess. So we're going to just go ahead and try it and see how it comes out. So here we are. I am going to try a little bit on the back. I liked how it looked and I went ahead and stained all of the letters. So then the next day after the stain dried, I decided I wanted each letter to look a little bit more like wood, so I wanted to add wood grain to it. So I used a dry brushing method to get wood grain type of a look on each letter. I thought I'd just give you guys like a little example of what I was doing. So I would take the paint, for example, let's just pretend there's the dark brown paint there. You go ahead and take it on your brush and then you just stamp the excess off. That way you don't have a lot of paint on the brush, and that way when you brush you don't actually have any clear lines coming through. It's just really faint lines, so it gives it the wood type look. Also, when I dry brush, I usually buy the cheapest brush possible because the bristles are harder, so it looks better for the wood grain type of a look. So after I did that, I went ahead and cleaned up, and then I got my Christmas tree O ready. I just use Velcro, that way throughout the seasons I can just use Velcro on whatever I use as my O. And then I went ahead and cleaned off the board, and I'm just gonna see where I want everything to go. I'm gonna measure everything to make sure that it's exactly where I want it to be, and then I'll go ahead and hot glue it into place. So now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and use what I call Mexican innovation because I learned this from, I think, my dad. I'm going to be making my own type of hanger for it. What I'm going to be using is just nails that I'm going to be putting into the board, and then I'm actually using floral wire and wrapping it around the nails, and that way I can just hang it with the floral wire. So as usual, my Cricut will come to the rescue to add a little bit more personality to this project. I'm going to make a vinyl cutout that says "It's so good to be," so the whole sign is going to read "It's so good to be home." And then when that's done, I'm going to go ahead and get it ready. So I'm just going to go ahead and weed it, and then I'll add my transfer tape to it. Now I'm just going to measure and make sure I get it really centered, and then I'll go ahead and paste it down. So I was just way too excited to get this put up because I was so excited to see what it was going to look like. So this is like really dark late at night, I just went ahead and hung it up so that I could get an idea of how it was looking. I still knew I wanted to customize the tree, which is what I'm going to do next, and also add a little bit more vinyl to it. Here, ignore in a second, you're going to see the camera kind of started to veer off and do its own thing, but I still managed to keep the tree in the shot, which is pretty awesome. So all I'm doing here is adding puffy paint to it, just giving it a little bit of a little custom design just so it looks nicer, and it kind of matches the vinyl, which I really liked. So I'm sure I'm not the only one, but as I'm working on this project now, I start to realize that I just want to add more and more to it. So now we're gonna add, I have some SVGs of my dog's paws right here, and we are gonna add those in because they're super cute. So as I go to apply these dog paws, ignore the first paw that you see. That's Sasha's paw, my little mutt. She gets so nervous when I do anything with her, so as she was putting her paw print down for me to even make the SVG out of it, she just squirmed all over the place and her paw came out, you know, kind of rough. I'm sure there's a way that I could fix it, but I think it's kind of cute. Gives it a little bit of a different rustic type of a look. So here it is, all finished in its beautiful glory. It is daytime now, so it looks really cute. I just love seeing it. It looks awesome. And it was such a fun project to do. I really enjoyed doing it, and super budget friendly. I mean, it cost me under $25 to do, so if you already have the paint and the stain on hand, and of course if you have a Cricut, I mean, it's gonna cost you under $25, so you can't really beat that. So I really hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing, give it a like, and comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.